Hi guys, how are you doing? This is Rajiv Mishra and today I'm here to discuss about a very important topic. The topic is 5 reasons why to write a dream. What comes in your mind when you think about it? Do you ever dream? Do you ever think about your dream? Before we start this dream thing, let us go a bit back and let us understand from where these things come up. Where does dreams come from? Where does it percolate from? And from there only we will continue towards why writing a dream is important. There are two types of things in everyone. One is a conscious mind and one is a subconscious mind. Do you really understand the difference between the two? When you are awake, when you're doing day-to-day activities in life, obviously there is a mind which works and which makes you do everything what you do in your life. And that is known as conscious mind. So do you really know that there's something called unconscious mind also? You should know one thing, that a conscious mind works only till the time you're awake. You haven't slept. But when you sleep, does everything sleep with you? The answer is no. If it was not like that, then why would you dream while you were sleeping? You are not dead. So there is something called unconscious mind which is really working behind. And this is what I really want you first to understand. That unconscious mind is a personality inside you, a hidden personality inside you. And when that personality comes up, you know what? When you are sleeping, when your conscious mind is sleeping, the unconscious person inside you, that awakes. Like the conscious person has a field to play when you are awake, the unconscious mind has its own field to play when you are sleeping. And you know what happens? When you are in an unconscious state, lot of new ideas, lot of new thoughts, something which is submerged inside you starts taking shape. And that is what takes a form of a... So on the unconscious mind part, that brings all the ideas that is hidden inside you and is pending since long. Do you know one thing? That these unconscious ideas, unconscious thoughts have lot of solution to all your problems. Sometimes your conscious mind does not give you so many solutions to your problems, isn't it? But you will see that certain challenges in life which you have been facing for quite a long time, these challenges are solved while you are in an unconscious state. It may be sounding a bit very weird to you, like how does that work? But actually it's a connection that you develop with your unconscious mind. Lot of big things happen in life while your unconscious mind is active. So first, in a nutshell, what I want to tell you is that unconscious mind needs to be awakened and it can cause miracles in life. Now I'll go ahead with some few things. What is the main problem? The most problem is that most of the people do not pay attention to the dreams. You know what you do? You do your entire work every day. Then you sleep. Then you have certain set of dreams that come up. Get up in the morning. For a couple of minutes you have certain snippets of ideas, what you saw last night, object. And then after a few moments, that just hazels out, becomes blur, and then you forget. Do you know that this is the main time when actually the transition from an unconscious mind to a conscious mind happens? You remember those things only for a very short while. And during that time, if really it's given a thought and certain actions are taken, you will start developing your connections of unconscious mind with yourself while you are awake also. So what needs to be done? Once you get up in the morning, the first point is that you remember one thing, that once you start remembering what all things you saw, and after a few moments it just starts getting hazy and just moves. So what is important is that capture those bullets urgently, whatever came in your mind. I want to tell you again one thing, my dear friends. Whatever you are seeing is coming somewhere from the unconscious mind. So capture those moments. Maybe make a small video or maybe get some speech app or a voice app to help you out to write to narrate a speech and record it. And the best way to do it, is what? Use a pen and paper and do it. Because whilst you are writing something with pen and paper, in that situation you give your mind an extra effort to really recollect what you saw last night. And once you see that, after that, then what remains is that first you jot down so that you don't forget that, and later on we can essay it out and really try to understand why this dream came. So before we move forward, I want to recapitulate what I spoke till now. The first thing is that there are two things. One is a conscious mind and one is an unconscious mind. Many of us are aware of it, many of us are not aware of it. Second thing is that dream is an outcome of an idea which is being delayed by your conscious mind, and it being poured because of that delay through unconscious mind. Means something which you have been delaying for quite a long time for some reason, it comes out in the form of unconscious mind while you are sleeping, and it takes the shape of a dream. For an example, you wanted to be a guitarist, ended up being something else professionally, you didn't do it, and it got delayed for quite a long time. Then somewhere, because that was a natural instinct inside you, so it was somewhere inside you, hidden inside you, which took a shape of a dream, and somewhere you found yourself playing a guitar with Michael Jackson. So what happens? What happened exactly is that feeling, that instinct which was hidden inside came out that way. And then obviously it's an idea of an unconscious mind. Going ahead, let us have a more clarity on why dreams must be written. So let's go to the first point. The first point is you get to remember your dreams. As I said earlier, while you get up in the morning, you have a snippet of certain images inside your mind regarding what you saw last night. And then after a few moments, as you get up in your hustle bustle life, it just fades away. And if you try to remember it after maybe about 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you will find that either it was something irrelevant, you were not able to relate, or you just forgot it. That is what we do every day. We just get up in the morning, we work, we sleep at night, we watch a dream. We do not exactly remember or want to remember what exactly happened at night or what we saw at night. It is something like you are not bothering what unconscious mind is trying to tell you. So it starts with that point only, when you really want to listen to that unconscious mind. 80% of what you saw just went away, correct? So from now onwards, this is the first step we must know. First we get up in the morning, let us write it down on a pen and paper, whatever you remember. Because I want to tell you something, that it always symbolizes or indicates something at the back end due to which this dream has come to you. You may not be able to realize it immediately because you don't have a habit to connect to your unconscious mind. But as you develop that relationship with your unconscious mind, more clarity is going to come in future. So let us go to the point number 2. So let us go to point number 2, which says you are communicating with your unconscious mind. Do you remember what did we do earlier? We started writing our dreams. Whatever images, whatever objects, whatever scenarios that came in our mind in the morning, we started writing that. That was the first step. Second step is that you are connecting to your unconscious mind. I call unconscious mind as a better self of you. Why do I say better self? Better self because it is going to give you the second personality inside you, which is going to come out through your unconscious mind. I'll give you an example. Let us say I'm an engineer. I wanted to be a guitarist, and now for some reason I couldn't do that because I couldn't get time after starting my career. Now that remains embedded inside you, inside your conscious mind. It got delayed because somewhere it is not going to happen. So what happens is that while you are sleeping, it takes the shape through your unconscious mind. And then you end up watching yourself playing a guitar with a celebrity. Now, why did this happen? Then you say, why did this dream came? This dream came because somewhere it was embedded inside your mind. So nothing works. Whenever you see a dream, always there is a reason behind it. Somewhere, there is an idea, there is a thought process, or there is some symbol which is working behind it, which is making that happen for you. That is the first part. So when you start listening to it, you give that message to your unconscious mind. Because when you start writing, the message which unconscious mind is getting, that now this guy is going to listen to me. That guy listens to me. And then what happens, it is like a muscle. The more you work on your muscle, it gets stronger and it takes more load and more support. Similar to that, it's a mental muscle. So more you are working on it, making it healthy, next time when it will give you more clearer symbol or an object which you will be able to identify it clearly. And then what happens is that you go to the next stage. What does that say? The next stage said lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming in a way means that you dream at the same time you know that you are dreaming. Sounds very strange, but yes, that's the next level. The nenext level is that you start connecting to your dream in such a way that while you're dreaming also you realize. Sometimes do you remember while you're dreaming that something comes in your mind and says, "Yaar, am I really? Is it real or am I really dreaming?" So that kind of a condition comes. You remember? That is called lucid dreaming. When you are conscious of something and still unconscious about it. And lucid dreaming is again a miracle. When lucid dreaming starts happening, the second personality leases out certain new things inside you which you don't even know. So next we'll go to point number 3, lucid dreaming. When we talk about lucid dreaming, we have two things in our mind. The first thing is that we are knowing while we are dreaming. So it is happening in a subconscious stage. And second thing is that you take control over your dreams. Oh my God. Taking control over your dreams means you can also drive your dreams while you are dreaming. Even that is also possible. So what happens in that scenario? First of all, I would like to tell you that taking control over your dreams is a very old phenomena. It has been happening since ages, especially if I talk about India. Buddhist monks, they have been successfully doing this activity since long. When you do meditation, what power does it increase? It increases the power of your unconscious mind. So while you are still alive, while you are still awake, while you are still doing certain set of things, you can go into your unconscious mind and check so many things which normally we cannot do unless we practice about it. So that's what is important. So what happens later on is that we take control over our dreams. Means, let us say for example, you are dreaming something and it is giving you something very scary. You're falling from the very top of the building or something wrong happening to you, such kind of a thing. In that situation, when you know lucid dreaming, you are able to convert that scary dream into a pleasant dream also. Means you are able to drive that in direction of the dream. And what happens is that the reason behind it is only one. But that because you are in a lucid state, because you know that you are dreaming, so you start giving it a reason. Why am I watching this? I mean, is it really happening? Why should I be seeing at this? Why am I seeing a fire? Why am I seeing that I'm flying dropping myself from a very top high building? Initially, we are not able to connect to that. But once we go ahead, you would realize that the idea behind that thought process, why that dream has come, that also you will start connecting through your unconscious mind. Even that will start happening. So now what next? It looks like a video game. You see how your video game is there? You are conscious, at the same time it is something which is not real, and you know that you are playing with it. So that type of a thing happens. That you are watching your dream, you are seeing your dream, and at the same time you are aware also you are seeing your dream. What happens is that you are consciously even activating your unconscious mind. So when the unconscious mind is activating, it's a different personality, it has got a different intelligence, it's got a different things that it wants to do in life, different objective. And then when that also unleashes, and do you know what the best part is that? At sometimes, such kind of things give you certain ideas which your conscious mind does not allow you. Such kind of things may also happen. We'll discuss that in the next point, how it works. Correct? So lucid dreaming is the third step, which is important, and one should work on lucid dreaming. So the fourth point is you can see patterns. As I said when I was discussing point number 3, that when you start lucid dreaming, that reasoning part also starts happening in the process of dreaming. When such and set of things are happening, you try to identify that pattern, why these things are happening. Is it because something wrong happened to you when you were a child? Some mishappening, some wrong feelings, something of that kind which got embedded inside your mind and which you were not aware of that. What happens is that when you start lucid dreaming, something which you were not able to identify, you never bothered to identify why these things are happening. That thing gets changed when actually you start going back to back. Why things are happening? If something has happened, there must be a reason behind it. Then you identify. Then you get connected to that reason. And then also, once you get connected to that reason, then you try to find ways of improving it. Because you never moved on. Had you moved on in that situation during that time, then I'm very much sure you wouldn't have got that as your dream. You could have moved on. But you didn't move on. Now what happened is that, now you go back to your dream, you just look at it, why didn't happen? Is there any ways that things can change? Can we resolve it or can we move on? And then what happens is that gradually your again, as I said, your unconscious mind gets connected to your conscious mind. Both the things are working parallelly. It is something about double energy. It's about double initiative. It is about double potential. It's about double brainstorming. It's about double results. So starts happening. So that is the reason I told you this point is also very important, that unless and until that pattern starts developing, it is something like your muscles are getting stronger and stronger, and that is developing. Thus we go to the point number 5. Now what happens? Last point is that boosting creativity. In a way I told you that also, but again I would like to identify this boosting creativity, as I told you, because when you are real, then you are awake. So when you are unreal, you are in your dreams. Do you see the difference? Because there are certain things which, when you are in a real mode, your ideas do not get floated in that direction, because you get a very strong real reasoning behind things. But at the same time, when you are into boosting your creativity due to the unconscious mind mode, then it has got no limits. It can go to any level. It can give you a lot of good ideas. For an example, it could give you an idea about writing a book. It could give you an idea about drawing a new painting. It could give you an idea about maybe something like, it gets connected to your unconscious mind, something happened in the past. And then it gives you an idea through which you a lot of new things that you can plan to do in your life. A lot of things happen. So it in a way it also unleashes your creativity part. So let us call it a muse of your dreams. So let us summarize what we discussed today. The first thing was start dreaming. So dreaming is very, very important, and whatever you dream, just note it down, float it as an idea initially, and then later on we can essay it. What is the second part? Connecting to your unconscious mind. So start connecting to your unconscious mind, start building your unconscious mind muscle, so that it starts giving you more clarity about why such kind of dreams are coming, and then you really relate to it and you're able to find a solution to it. Third part was that lucid dreaming, which means initially you were just dreaming, there were two different worlds, but now you are starting getting connected, that while you are dreaming, then also you know that you are dreaming. So you get a reason attached to it, and then you start analyzing why these dreams are coming, why this idea came in the subconscious mind, and then what was the logic behind it, what was the reason behind it, something happened in the past, that thing, and that is how it starts moving. That pattern starts developing, and then you are able to relate, the dots get connected, you are able to relate why certain set of patterns are following up, and that pattern is ending up giving you that dream. And last but not the least, it is also about giving you more ideas. As I said, the last point was boosting your creativity. So boosting your creativity, what does that mean? That because now you have two personalities inside you, so, and obviously the other personality, the hidden personality, has so many traits which the vacant personality or the normal conscious mind does not have. And when you start relating and connecting, obviously you get more ideas, you get more logic, and this is the reason why you should start writing your dreams. Because do you understand? Do not avoid your dreams, my dear friends. Do not say कि यार dreams तो dreams होते हैं, why do we do it? Do not do that. Because somewhere or the other, unless those portions are also covered inside you, the solutions to those unconscious stage ideas are also provided to you, you will not be complete and you will not be happy. Somewhere, do you remember, end of the day, somebody said while dying, there were a lot of reviews taken, and somebody told me, we were not able to do certain set of things we wanted to do in your lives. That was the deepest regret of people who were at the verge of dying and they were interviewed. So now what I want to tell you is that dreams are very important in life. Dreams are somewhere what you really need or want in your life, which you are not getting for some reason. Then you are not able to identify that also initially, because you are so busy with your conscious world, you are not able to identify. This is high time that you identify what all dreams, the real self, the real of you, whatever really you want in your life, that will start coming out of you. And then obviously you will have a reason attached to it. Somewhere there will be a solution, somewhere there will be ideas, and somewhere there will be patterns, and somewhere there will be solutions. And that will lead you to a complete life. So I hope you like this video. I know it's a bit conceptual video, but I really felt it is a different concept altogether, which everybody is not following up, so thought to share with you. Thank you once again. So I'll come back again with a new video. Till then, thank you so much.